Up in the morning and out to go. Man, it was a SWAT team, man. They had to jammed up. I was trying to follow him. Dumb moves. That would be dope though. Be up on the SWAT. I wonder what they, you know what I mean? SWAT be on some SWAT. Wait for some people to get up in this joint. If anybody coming back, I don't know what's going on. Windows dirty again. Up in the morning out to school. Every day it rains around this joint. Like, it's hard. Let's see. Man. Yeah, we be cruising up in this joint. We back. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, here we go. So I am thinking. That those cops, man, they really, you know, they were being honest, bro. Like that was some shit that we all needed to be was honest. Where all the bikes at? Like, be honest. We all could hear each other, understand each other. That bank is chilling though. But of course, this all probably could have been prevented. But, you know, it might not have been able to be prevented. You can never tell, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I'm saying, I'm advising people don't get too upset about it, because you don't know, like, you don't know who did what, like, shit, like, ain't nobody really, you don't know who right or who wrong, so don't get upset about it, just, you know? So they blew up their cars and shit, beat my partner up, that's crazy. I didn't see nobody beating up no cops and shit, like, I didn't see nobody doing nothing to cops. That's why, I mean, that's why I wasn't like hating and shit. I didn't see it. I ain't seen nobody doing nothing to cops. Cops was like regular citizens that day. They was just riding around in the car. They come through with the signal on. Boop, 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 boop. People run, come back. That Crown Fried Chicken, ain't nobody doing nothing to Crown. How you gonna loot a spot that got a line around the corner? You know? Yeah. What is going on? You know, everything is done. I would assume, you know what I mean, because it's empty. But you know, it's like I just want to know what the people feel like, what the people are looking like. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think people hurt though because of the supermarkets. I think that kind of hurt people and shit. Like I had to go like a while to go to a grocery store. Dang. What the fuck is going on here? They still washing cars and shit. Chicken genius. A degentrified. Chicken genius. Get us the fuck out of here. Damn. But yeah, man, like, yo, don't it feel good not to have to talk about obvious shit? Like a lot, like the people that have been here with us the past couple of days that got to see some shit. Like, oh wow, certain shit is obvious. You ain't even got to talk about that shit. Like, oh yeah. It's obvious. It's obvious what's going on. It's obvious what's happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it funny how the cop mentioned the poor taxi driver that got shot in the head by them? He said that was his friend, that was his man. That's why he mentioned him. Like, I think he said he knew him, right? He did say about that. At first he didn't. I mean, he was just saying like, I thought he said the car blew up. I said, I don't know, man. Like, that was wild. I'm like, what? Somebody got shot in the face. I thought he was talking about a cop at first. It was weird. It's like the way he broke it down. Like, I thought he was talking about a cop at first. She's like, my friend. I'm thinking, okay, cool. Was it a cop? He's like, nah, he got a taxi. He went and picked up the taxi. He got taxi. No, he went to check on his car. It blew up. So that's what I'm saying. He said it went. Oh my bad. I can't talk about that. He was mistakenly, hit in the face. And Ari Addis. Quiet in the treatment. But he did say like, yeah, But I wasn't. I mean, like I said, I understand. I mean, I understand too what he's saying though. He still was like, he wasn't glorifying it. I mean, like to me, look. That's what I'm saying. Like to me, everything that was said today seemed genuine to me. I'm not. I mean, I'm not gonna be the person to sit here and be like, it seemed like he was genuine about it. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why. Like he knew the person. He was like, like he was hurt. It was like it was heartfelt. But I dig what you're saying, how he brought it up, but I didn't think about it. Like I said, I didn't really think about it. Like he was shot by a cop, but that's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, man. So I watched that video you were talking about with the Sudanese FBI agent, right? Like, and that's funny because that joint was said one day. It just came out. Like they just put that out, and that was the whole conversation yesterday. Stringer Bell, all that Stringer Bell. That came out like in some hours, so they ain't even been out like a one day yet. But it was out in hours when I saw it. I'm like, man, like that's the shit we were just talking about, like all day, about a nigga in blackface and shit. Not to say that this like people from Africa not down with this cause. They down with this shit. So I'm not saying they not down. Some people from Africa they down. But I'm saying like, what's the chances of an FBI agent being down with anything? Whether he from Africa, whether he from fucking North Philly and shit. But he's an FBI agent. Like he's down with the FBI. I mean, the dude. If you seen it, so look when you seen it, Bert. When you saw the what you say? I wonder if. Okay, wonder how many other agents they had pretending to be regular people. Exactly, that was the conversation yesterday, right? I, I wonder if he's there to cause some chaos. And see, that's what I'm saying. His English is too fucking good. That is what the point I'm trying to make. That's the point I'm trying to make. His English is good. Like before, I didn't. Again, they fucking with me because they showing me stuff that I didn't need to see to know it was true. I didn't need to see none of that to know it was true. His English is good. His slang is popping. I didn't need to see that shit to know that that's what the fuck is happening. Like I said, Stringer Bell, the dude from fucking Wakanda and shit. These motherfuckers talk. They shoot the shit with you. They have do your mama jokes or some shit. Your mama's so fat and sound like, you know what I mean? And then when you're done, he be like, yeah, let's have a spot of tea, would you? The Queen and the John. And I'm not to say that they won't get busy. I'm just using that as an example of how a motherfucker can have an accent and act like he down with some shit and look like he down with some shit, but really, you know, he's an FBI agent and shit. In fact, this nigga's an FBI agent. Sorry. So yeah, I'm glad somebody else saw that shit. And again, like I said, it's not a bad thing. You know what I mean? I'm sitting here talking to 2 cops. You know how many cops? That was about 10 to 12 cops. Like, I'm not against cops, police, nothing. I just don't like fuckery and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, honestly, ambulances at the hospital and shit. Like, I just don't like fuckery. And not even to say like I don't like fuckery. I don't give a fuck. These is magicians playing their little game. That's what we talking about. You know what I mean? That was the whole point. Like, y'all gonna sit here. You're gonna sit here and honestly, like, and be from Sudan and be a cop, an FBI agent, and then be cursing them out like you a black man. Or he wasn't cursing them out like he was a Sudanese person. He wasn't cursing them out like he was an FBI agent. He was talking to him like a regular nigga talk to a cop. They don't give a fuck if you're an agent or not. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm making a U-turn. I got the light though, since you ain't got the light. Yeah, that's how he was talking to him. He didn't pull out like, listen guys, I'm a cop. You know what I mean? You guys made a mistake, you should chill. He's like, nah, you guys fucking asshole. Y'all some dickheads. That's some piece of shit. Like, fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, real gully. Real gave it to him. Gave him real some grimy shit. Like, you know what I mean? Fuck the police. Coming straight from the underground. Nigga got it back cause I'm brown. That type shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he grew up in the middle of fucking Harlem or the middle of Watts, and he been oppressed his whole life. He had that conversation with them niggas like that. But he could have just said, yo, I'm a cop. I'm one of you guys. You're making a mistake. Nah, he wrote it out like, y'all just racist bastards. Which they obviously was, but I think all that shit is fake though. The nigga just happened to be filming. The cop walk up to him. Why he walk up to him? You look like somebody. And then the sergeant came right behind him because somebody told the sergeant to tell them, yo, go get that guy. And they went and got him. They don't know. He said that's why they talk about, yeah, well, I'll just be wrong. Cause they like, fuck it ain't on me. Somebody told me to do it, so I'll just be wrong. Somebody told me to come get you, man. I got to come and get you. Okay, I'll be wrong. And then the sergeant came right back, like when he seen them stop, like, yo, what happened? Why y'all let him go? And he was like, I need y'all, you know what I mean? He's like, I need your card too. But he came quick because he like, yo, what happened? Why y'all let him go? And they like, look at his ID. He looked at his ID like, damn, he just... So you know what I mean? For real, like the cop, he like, yeah, they told me to tell y'all to go get him. And he agent. So they wanted us to see that though. They wanted us to see that. That's what I'm saying. Like, and then why everybody seeing that? Why is you getting that? Like, that was my first suggested video of the day. That right there. Sudanese FBI agent. Shit probably had like 800, 900 views at the time I saw it. It wasn't even fucking cracking. But I knew what they put it on my thing. And this is the first one. And I'm talking about this all day. This is something that they specifically wanted to be seen. No, the black dude said, "Is your name Jake?" He said that to the cop. He like, "Your name Jake?" Like, you know how you call cops Jake? Like, yo, Jake. You know what I mean? Like, Jake coming. That's what you call the cops. Jake, 5-0. So he like, "Your name Jake?" He trying to be like, he acting like a black boy, like somebody from the hood. Like, you Jake, nigga? Like, the fuck? You know me? I know you Jake. Who am I? You must be Jake. Let me see your ID. You Jake. But see, when he said you want to check my ID, he should have knew he wasn't like a regular nigga and shit though. You know what I'm saying? So he might talk about check my ID and shit. You know, they got some system shit. They on some government shit. That's IDs from the government shit. So yeah, they boarded this joint up. That's what's up. This joint probably gonna be a movie theater again, man. You sleep. Don't sleep. Don't sleep. That joint will come back. It'll be a movie theater. You know what I'm saying? But that video's from 2 years ago, and that guy was not an FBI agent. He wasn't. What was he? What was he? He was saying he might got immunity. I know people that got, like, you know what I mean, like niggas that got immunity. I seen a nigga from Africa do some shit like that before. For real, like my man, like I seen him do some shit. A nigga from California. He do shit like that. Like he like a prince or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's a real one, but you know, he's a real nigga. Like if you a real nigga too, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, recognize real, but like he got, that nigga do all types of immunity, diplomatic immunity shit. So he could be a diplomatic immunity, but he looked at that ID. It was a badge in that ID. It was something shiny. I seen that. So I mean, I don't know how old it was, but that was definitely a badge, and it was definitely a foreigner, because he kept. Hello, are we back? Okay. But, and I don't have nothing against foreigners. That's not what I'm trying to tell you guys. I have nothing against foreigners. Like I say, I have friends that's from, you know, everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Real recognize real. Like, I'm not against that. But I'm telling you that there is people here that could be doing things that, and be like, yeah, man, you Jake? You know what I mean? You 12? That's basically what he's saying. You 12, nigga? Like, you 5-0? The fuck? You know what I mean? Like, who is you? Like, you saying I'm such and such. You saying I'm a thief, nigga. Is you a cop? Like, the fuck? Because he you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. But, damn, this is, that's how I'm taking it. Like you Jake? You saying I'm Jake? Is you Jake? But yeah, that's how. The cop thought his name. It's good. What's goody, Jared? You just out here trying to make sure they don't fuck around and kill us all with this trick bag and shit. I think he was a regular American FBI agent that just happened to be Sudanese. He might have, I mean, he had an accent on him, though. But look, again, I am not hating on whatever that means in American Sudanese. I don't even know what that means. But, I mean, I'm just saying, like right now, in times like these, you know what I'm saying? Like, times like I just told the cops, like, yo, like, damn, how that sound? I just told the cops. So, damn, don't be telling motherfuckers. Look, this is different times, my nigga. Yeah, I pulled over and talked to cops. I had a conversation with them, but that sounds crazy though. Like I just told the cops. I don't think I ever said that before. Like I just told the cops, nigga. I ain't never told the cops nothing. Okay, but yeah, like I told the cops and shit, man. Like this not the time, man. Don't even What are we supposed to do? Hey, not now. Don't worry about that now. Don't worry about that now. You know? Don't worry about that now. You know what I mean? Don't worry about voting. Don't worry about none of that shit because, like I said, you don't even know who to vote for. You right now, you just gotta like, you just gotta look at it. You gotta find out. We just getting information, though. Like I'm not here pointing a finger. I'm just getting information. I want to know for me. You know, shit. You know what I mean? Like, but as I said, like, histories. Somebody said last night they're gonna look back and remember these videos. Hey, you know what? I was thinking about. You're right. You might be right. Like, that was the reason I put out the CU purge. Like, yo, like fuck it. Like the video from last night made me understand. I really understand, dog. Like, this is not what we think it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta be more dope about the shit. You know what I'm saying? What I miss? Kyra, welcome back. The last one we went to the protest though. We went in to see what the APs. We call them APs. Like the watches. You got the new AP. What the APs was doing, what the Agent Vox was doing. The hell is she? Hey, Kyra, yeah. She played. Watching from Jersey, shit is crazy, man. Shit is crazy on TV. It's not crazy anymore, though, right? I think we kind of passed it, though. Look at this. It's quiet. Like, all this shit was already hit. Like, people already took advantage of the opportunity. Like, it was crazy, though. Shit was crazy, though. Roger from Toronto. What's up, Toronto in the building? T-Dot. Jersey in the building. Where everybody from? Let's see. Oh, fuck. About to make a left on the right. Sorry. But yeah, everything is like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody's quiet. Like, people got, man, for the most part, people got consciences. I believe that, man. Like, yo, I was looking back at the live stream. Somebody kept putting all these gospel scripture verses have been a joint, right, in the chat and shit. Like, crazy joints, right? But they kept saying, they said one shit, it was like, I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? They kept putting all types of scriptures in there and shit. I'm like, man, who is this guy? But one joint said it was like, Jersey in the house. Okay, Kara. Jersey in the house. I just read that something's going on in Fishtown, something on the Parkway. I don't know, man. Like, I'm sure that, like, yo, we just left them. Like, when we left, they was like, they broke out into their gangs. Like, they ready. Like, they got their little rental bikes and shit. You know what I mean? And they went into their little, section and shit. They got their red shields. And they ready to go out and who Antifa? Yo, I don't even know what that shit means. I have no idea, but I heard about it. I don't even, like, some shit. I don't even want to Google, like, cause you might get flagged. Like, for real talk, like, it's good to ask that question, cause I wouldn't never find it out. Actually, like, some motherfucker tell me. If you know, you can tell me. But that's some shit I'm not Googling. I'm not asking Siri. I'm not asking Alexa. What the fuck is Antifa? Anti-fascist. Okay. Man, like, tomato, Democratic, Republicano. Like, the fuck. All of these motherfuckers. You know your boy Trump not even having no press conferences. He not even talking to them because he getting smashed right now. He getting smashed. He really, literally is getting busted. His ass is like, yeah, like I know he. I mean, he's getting crushed. These them just killing him. Oh yeah, duck that shit. Don't even get in it. Don't even get in it, man. For real. Cause they'll have you out here. Um, yeah, we back. See, as soon as you start mentioning shields and red shields and stuff like that, they start cutting you off. I'm about to go. I made to go to roll, but yeah, it's definitely all about division. Trump ain't my boy. Trump ain't your boy. Sheesh, NWO. Trump is just as what? NWO. I mean, like this is like I said to the cops. I tried to hit him with the. I tried to hit him with the sub. I tried to hit him with the sub. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not saying anybody is too smart or too not smart. But I'm like, yo, Seattle is popping. They got popping for that NWO shit, that WTO shit. And now we got a new head from Seattle. You know what I mean? But somebody might have been planning some shit like and to put Seattle, Philly, you know what I mean, DC, all these like major on the map, like with certain type of people. Like that's what I was telling you about the Bill Gates, Donald Trump situation. Like if you ain't on Donald Trump or Bill Gates side, you might not even have a job right now. You might be permanently unemployed. You might be what they call unemployable if you don't pick a side, one of them dudes, right? Facts. I said Antifa is cold for a cock, and I got kicked out. Who kicked you out? What? How you get kicked out? You're a moderator. That's crazy. See what I'm saying? Damn, that is crazy. Out of bankrupt. Yo, man, like, why would I mean? Like, look, if you don't, the cops, they all said, like I said, y'all don't think this is like the Democrats or no. I just kept, I mean, like, they like, yeah, that's obvious. That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody's getting a program. Like, you gotta like see for yourself what the fuck is going on. Like, people can say it, but it's just gotta be a point where it sink in. That's why I'm telling them, like, look, like, it's not the time right now. People, you in it. Like, you while we in it, you in defense mode. We huddled up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you numb to it. But it's in your mind. Like I said, if you know it, other people know it. You know what I'm saying? Like, he know that it's gonna be that shit niggas need to think about. Damn, where these cops? This shit niggas need to think about. You know what I'm saying? And he know it. Like, damn. Cause that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, like, they got y'all sitting down the street from the shit. The shit is, I mean, and again, not to say I want them coming up there and do nothing. Nah, I don't give a fuck. I'm saying, like, but just knowing that you the type of person that don't just sit by and watch shit, and now you gotta sit by and watch shit. Like, that's crazy. You know what I mean? And then, like, you know, they are bringing these out of town motherfuckers to come up here and start trouble and shit. Like he said, yo, everybody from Jersey, from Lorraine, I mean, he said from Camden, from and Lancaster, he naming all the people that got arrested, like that got arrested and shit. I'm like, you know, so if you see that and I see that, you're gonna have to move on that. If you know they coming from Brandon Lancaster, you're gonna have to deal with that. You can't, you know what I mean? I know you can't deal with that right now, but you're gonna have to deal with that. Cause again, like when they leave and it's just us, you're gonna have to remember that, yo, them niggas left. The people that was doing that, they left. The people from here, they grabbed their shit and kept it pushing. They wasn't, you know what I mean? They hit the store and kept it moving. Like Amish, exactly. Factamundo, like the Amish. Like people that don't use electricity type shit. Lancaster. Dutch Wonderland type motherfucking shit. That's what the cop said. That's what he said. I didn't say it. You know what I'm saying, right? He said it. We got invaded by motherfuckers in wood shoes and shit. You know what I'm saying? But here we go. We back to walking in the day with the flashlight. Oh man, damn! What they do to my? Damn! What they do to my rainbow store? That's crazy. Damn. Fixed up rainbow. They should have left it like it was. Walking in a day with a flashlight. Walking in a day with a flashlight. Yeah. But that's just G shit, man. Like, I don't know, man. Like, look at that. Like, regular day shit. Niggas just slumped out on the street, walking in circles. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't even tell. Walking in the day with a flashlight. Looking in the day with the flashlight. Oh shit. Looking in the day with the flashlight. I read that like 75% of arrests were from Philly. Well, I mean, the cop just said they wasn't. I don't know. It might have been. The cop said they wasn't. You know what I mean? I'm sure, like, probably, like, I don't know. But you might read that in the paper, because the people that run the paper, all this, you know what I mean? Like, the fuck? Like, this Democrat liberals and fucking panderers and shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, left-wing panderers. Like, because again, like, nobody's talking about today now. Now the neighborhood is back to normal and shit. This is a day you still need cops down here. Look at this shit. Motherfuckers can barely stand up. They can barely stand up. They so lit. Like, you know what I mean? And you mad that these people took a day to loot and shit? Like, they live here. Look at this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think so? Lancaster has city parts that's pretty bad. I mean, I don't know. They got outlets and shit. And malls and discount clothes. Your girl. Why I said that wasn't. I said that right. What? You get why I said that right? I don't know, Brady, what you said. I can't. You get why I said that right? Nah, what did you say? They took over a true movement and an honest one. Who's they? Jeez. Oh, the Amish took over true. Yeah, I mean, man, come on, man. I don't know. Amish taxing this stuff, getting rich, exactly. Jeez, man, that's That's what you don't see on the news. Hell no. The news is gone. They out of here now. They left the zombies. They left the zombies to it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my point was, they pull random places out of their A55 redness bad enough every day. They want to loot Lancaster. They got Redden. They want to. I mean, shit. Yeah. Why would you come to Philly to loot and shit? If you can go to fucking. They got Polo, Time. They got all the fucking brand stores out in Redden. Shit. Ain't no brand stores out here. You gotta question everything. Facts. And, let's go back. Outsiders may have incited the majority of it, but I don't think it was all them. Nah. I'm not saying outsiders did anything. I mean, sparked the shit. I'm saying that they created. I mean, they look. It's opportunity. That's what I'm saying. They helped create an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? By, you know, because the people that took advantage of the looting was people that seen opportunity. Like, if you go back to the earlier video, I cup urge. Go back to that, because that's what I'm saying. Like, you can kind of say, okay, cool, this was orchestrated. Like it was like, you know what I mean? Like, it was just burning, and it was like, here, y'all go here, we're gonna pull all the cops here, and then y'all just go here. Like, it was a fun thing. Like, it was set up. Yeah, they did hijack an honest movement. It's a shame for George Floyd. I mean, was there ever, you know what I mean? Antifa, the ones who incited the riots. Right. Because the organized protests are happening in Philly and police are overwhelmed. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So therefore, you see opportunity, you know what I mean? But yet and still, you gotta understand, it's cops that's with the shits. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't just cops that just come out and bust heads. It's cops that come out and break legs. It's cops that come out and kicking doors. It's cops that come out and kidnap you and wrap you up. You know what I'm saying? Like, niggas, like, somebody came through with the, you know what I mean, with the 1-2. And then, like, that's how it starts. Like, the looting, this is all, like I say, it's groupthink. It's like, you get caught up in it. Like go back to when they blew up the safe. Like, people that had nothing to do with nothing, when that shit blew up, bow, they just ran to it. They didn't know what they was running to. Like somebody was like, yo, why they run towards it? Because it was just like, yo, a safe? Like, you know what I mean? An ATM, whoa, they all just blew and ran towards it. Like, not even knowing if it was, it's just instinct. The dude, one kid got off his bike. He couldn't even go because he realized that he about to leave his bike. He like, yo, I'm in a riot, everybody looting, and I'm about to get off my bike and leave it here to go chase some money, and they're gonna steal my bike. Like, he didn't even, like, he had to like, he went and kept looking, and he's like, fuck, he just jumped back on his bike. Like, but when that explosion went off, the instinct was like, yo, he jumped off his bike to go get some money, and then realized, yo, that was the dumbest thing in the world. You know what I mean? Somebody gonna steal my bike. So yeah, like, a lot of it is just instinct. If people, you know what I mean? If you, like, you hit it. People see, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you riding down the street and you see somebody hitting Olympia Sport, you might pull over. Like, what the fuck? You ain't hit it, but it's hit. You know what I mean? It's hit. It's open like shit. So therefore, all right, look. All right, we ain't gonna do this tonight. We're not gonna do this with this motherfucking mirrors. Hold on. So look. We ain't gonna do this tonight with this, damn, look at my guy. That's what I'm saying about how they forget about you. You looking for it in the day with a flashlight. He looking for it in the day with a flashlight. But look, I'm gonna do y'all a favor. I'm gonna clean this mirror. Like, it rain every day out this joint. Give me 2 seconds. That's all. Try to wipe it down, wipe it down, wipe it down. I don't understand. I listen to playback. I felt that. We have a half of it. Man, look at that shit. That shit ain't no good. Hold up. Hey, look, man. Hey, look, man. It ain't no better. It just ain't spotty. Like, what the fuck? Hey, look, man. Ah, what the fuck? That shit look gross. Like, what? I'm trying to use a baby wipe. That shit ain't working. So I need to get back out of the car, man. So I'm gonna just do it this way. Hold on. Hold on. Reach out. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. This guy right here. Oops. Oh, damn. I came in the wrong spot. Making this shit work. We're gonna figure this out. Oh my god. Take a rag and get rid of that wiper fluid. Oh man. I'm surprised. You know what I can just. I do got a rag. Somebody mentioned a rag. Yeah, a rag. Let's see what's up. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Alright, fuck it, whatever. There's something like I started something. I don't know, worst window motherfucking cleaner in the planet. Should've just did that forever ago. Don't hurt your neck. Don't hurt your neck. Sorry. Scoop up some Windex. Looted from ShopRite. Hey. I'm sure. Looking for it in a day with a flashlight. But no, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, they can have the news crews down here, all that shit, one day out the fucking year. And, I mean, not to be funny, but it's like the store owners, they had a thing on the news about the store owners, how they, you know, the store owners, local store owners come out to rebuild their shop. You know what I mean? After the shit. But see, that's the thing, like, you kind of guilty though, because they showed the store owners out here doing their thing, right? But they didn't show the bums on the sidewalk laying in front of their store. You know what I mean? Like, you've been coming to work and you ain't been worried about, you opened up your store and you ain't been worrying about the bums on the sidewalk. Like, you let that problem build up. You dig what I'm saying? You've been stepping over bums coming to your job, coming to your business every day. And I'm not saying anything about it, but it's a powder keg. It's a powder keg. You just gonna walk over these people every day, walk past these people, look over and around and through people, and not think, damn, one day these junkies might fuck around and need to get high. That's a fact. King David, Christ is coming back. And George Floyd linked to Masons. I don't know, how is he linked to Masons? What are you talking about? Elaborate. Talk about Mason Bethel. Oh damn, that building went down. Hold up. Sheesh. They burnt that joint down. That joint went down. But see, that's a big building. And now that's gonna be, that's gonna be redeveloped. And this whole block, they're gonna redevelop this whole block. That's what's about to happen. But damn, they burnt that joint down. Stinking good. They about to get a fast stimulus check. And not everybody want a handout. Not everybody want a stimulus and shit. That ain't what niggas want. But hey. Damn, my bad. Okay, I don't care what nobody say, and I don't like Democrats, Republicans, but the Trump ain't that bad to me. That's why the world hate him. I don't get involved. No, baby. Wipe. No baby wipes have oils. I peeped that. It's last too late though. See, I have no kids. So I must have knew that. Man, I was a flashlight. Like, look at that. It's just blue. Let's pull over right quick. So this is just what it looked like on a regular day. Out here. People just stuck, leaning over, about to fall. he was doing the hokey pokey. She turned herself around. These people playing, yo. Are you saying he was targeted for being a Mason? I'm not being a bitch. I'm just always being curious about Masons and that, like, trying to drop knowledge or so, do what you want to do. No, we building. Come on, relax, bro. Nobody tripping. We building. I see what you talking about. I don't want to know. I mean, you never know. You put your right leg in, you take your right leg out, your right leg, shaking it all about. Pick up what you put down. No, George, I mean, like, look, here's the thing, man. Here's the thing about, I could probably say they probably is Masons. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like I say, like, what does that have to do with, all these people are Masons. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. And it's not, and we see it. And they playing. They are playing us. They playing everybody. It's the game. That's why I'm out here. I'm trying to see the show. It's a show. They playing. I'm watching it. I'm gonna watch it from stage right. I'm watching it from stage left. This is entertainment, man. Don't take it personal. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, like, you know, we're not mad at you for believing that Jesus is coming back. Shit. You know. I mean, you know, my kid. I ain't got kids, but my kid, she would have been upset because the Easter Bunny ain't come this year. It was because of COVID. But the Easter Bunny gonna come next year. Right? So Jesus might come next year. I mean, like, that's what I mean. If and it's not, like I say, like, you understand, like, if you're a Christian, your preacher is probably a Mason. You know what I mean? Like, your preacher's probably a Mason, your deacons is Masons and shit. Like, they the ones that's out here, man. They get pray and come out there at night when y'all tired of praying, and they fuck shit up. You dig what I'm saying? Like, that's what's going on. So, I mean, I'm not against religion, though. Everybody can say you could be whatever you want. Now is not the time for that. If Jesus ain't come back now because of COVID, I don't think he's coming back. So I'm not gonna let that divide us. You can wait for Jesus on your own time. That's what I'm saying. Like, right now, this is community time. We gotta figure out how we can work together. So if you got some shit about Masons, some shit that we can figure out on the ground, you know, add it to the bill. Just put a brick in the bill. We building this shit. You know what I mean? If they don't listen to the day shift, the night shift will just go back to work. The world. What you mean by if they don't listen? Like, who? You talking about the cops? Or you talking about the crackheads? Or the dope dealers? The world deep. They're about to bring in a new world order. That's why everything is happening. I could agree with that. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's something that they probably trying to put together, but it's not going to be like the world order that we think. It's going to be like new. It's going to be just nothing. There's not going to be no new world order. It's just an idea. It's not going to change in the physical world. It's going to change in your mental. It's already changed. That's what I'm saying. The new world order is here. It's already changed in your mind. Like, there's nothing going to change physical. A couple burning buildings is all they need, you know? Yeah, dog, you still in the game. Safe and smart, careful out there. I'm saying, man. Sheesh. You know? Get too stressed, roll up. Back in the Army in Texas, the Masons sent me this formal invitation in a very elegant envelope. I was curious too, but there were things I just couldn't fold to. I mean, I appreciate you sharing that. I mean, you know, like, hey, man, I don't know, man. Like I said, I got cousins as Masons and stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? I don't hold it against them. I don't hold it against them. I don't know. I mean, I don't hold it against them, but I don't give them points for it. I don't do nothing. It don't mean nothing to me. That's what they do. It's like essential information. Like, again, people need knowledge and information. People need to be a part of something. You know what I'm saying? Like, who would people be without Google and shit? Like right now, you might not need to join the Masons and shit because you got Google and shit. But you might need to join like some shit. Like, you know, a lot of my cousins down south, like they did the shit. Older heads, the old heads and shit. They did the shit. They might have needed that shit, but I don't know. Good night from Flint. Peace out. But I always heard that Freemasons don't believe in organized religion. That's why I've been so curious about the Freemasons. I just want to understand that damn group, and I don't. I mean, man, they just a bunch of regular people. That's it. That's it. Like people that, I mean, like, you be confused. Like they get confused. Like they regular confused people that's looking for information and want to be a part of something, and then they find out what it is, and then, you know, I mean, it's a trick. Like you can join anything to get a reward. You know? They giving out rewards. They giving out goodies and shit. Like you can join. They want you to join. If you don't want to be a Mason, you could be like I said, like a lot of this shit is not sinister. Like it could be the Salvation Army. It's not sinister. It doesn't have to be sinister anymore. Yeah, like I say, like we looking too deep into this shit. It don't matter what you gonna do, what you think you're gonna do, because I know who you are, like, or what you can be. It don't matter. You know what I mean? Because, like I say, Santa Claus ringing that bell around Christmas is gonna have a whole different meaning and shit. You know what I'm saying? When you see Santa Claus ring that bell, it's gonna be different for me, I'm sure. Good night from Flint. Good night from Flint. Don't drink the water. I'm curious because I sent something. I mean, yeah, I mean, you know, you might like you know, yeah, I mean, hey, Jerry, they want one world government, Lucifer, and God, and he will be the leader. Lucifer is their God, and he will be their leader. I mean, I don't know about that. But this was saying, like, I don't think they believe in like gods like people believe in. Like that's what I'm saying. Like if you believe in God, you believe in the devil. If you believe in the devil, you believe in God. So if you, I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Like when you say a person, like I don't think their God is your God. Like or anybody. Like I'm saying, like you got different types of levels of gods to people. Like as far as like just basic education is concerned. Like, you know what I mean? Like even in the Bible it says, you know, let us make man. Like the gods is plural. Like certain times in the Bible. So it's like people don't understand. I mean, I don't know. See, you're getting too deep now. You're cutting it off and shit. But that was what I'm trying to say. Like, they have beliefs, but it wouldn't be a God. Like, it could, I mean, just to me, like, I don't know. I used to have a client who was a Grand Poobah of the old local Masonic Lodge. One of the most peculiar individuals I ever meet. No disrespect, but peculiar individual. And a lot of times they become peculiar and they become eccentric and they become like mean and like entitled because they learn a lot of stuff and they realize that like that a lot of stuff is not real, and it makes you upset. It makes you bitter. Like if you start finding out, like again, like you understand too. Like a lot of Masons go to church. A lot of Masons is deacons and preachers and stuff like that. So if they deacons and preachers, and they don't really believe that per se, but they can still participate, after a while it kind of eats you up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because again, you're being around people, so it's like, you know, that's like, I mean, you know, it's just different. People need that type of stuff, man. I don't judge people, but sometimes people, they need, you know, they need a pimp. Like a vampire. We were saying about vampires and shit. Sometimes not people, but like zombies. Like, you know what I mean? Like they need that. They need a motor. They need somebody to put them in a direction. And that's what you know, because Masons is low level magicians. They don't get they magicians that's getting tricked because they're not taught to do their own spells. Like you gotta keep going and going and going and get this degree and that degree and all that degree, and you just trying to get that full complete circle of knowledge and understanding, but you can't get a complete knowledge and circle of understanding of information that you already have. The key in life is to remember. You have to remember. We know everything. You already know it. You just have to remember. Like the word remember, to put your pieces back together. You have to put it back in your brain, like your leg. You lost your member, a member of your body. You have to remember, re-implement your memory. You know all of this stuff. Why you retracting your messages, King David? What you say? Hey, my bad. I write kind of fast. Let me go back. Remember that when Jesus shows up, he is proclaiming the coming Jubilee. What is the Jubilee? It is the old times when they used to free all the prisoners and clear all the debts and free all the slaves. He's coming for a Jubilee. I don't know. I mean, man, like, don't wait on nobody to come, man. He ain't coming these last 3 months when the church been closed. I mean, shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might not come, man. Don't worry for that, man. The Masons have a dark history. I mean, yo, they don't. I'll be honest with you. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm not a hater on them shits. Like, that's their little thing. Like, that's what I'm saying to you guys and what we're doing. We don't have to proclaim this and tag this and post this up and tell everybody what we saw and what we see and all of this stuff. And then everybody business. Everybody not with the shits. It's just gonna be certain people that's like smart, you know what I'm saying? That's like, that's with it, that's enlightened, that's in tuned. You know what I'm saying? That's going like take the information and build with it. You know what I'm saying? And then those people are the people that's going to win. Like, you don't have to you know, like the shit will come to you. Like, you see how this shit been coming like this. Like, if you, they say like, you know, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. Like, when you're ready to learn, like the teacher will show up and just start dropping jewels on your shit. And because you catch them, you be ready to catch them because you be ready to learn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if we ready to learn, like this shit gonna show up on us. Like, oh wow, okay, cool, that's what we doing? All right, got it. Bustleton. You know, like the student, he will, he determines the teacher and the level of education. Yeah. I see spirituality and higher powers on a continuum, fluid, personal, right? One size does not fit all. It's impossible. Everybody's individual. You have to have your own. Like, you have to have your own. That's how we live out here. Like, but it's not like you have to have your own. But it's like your own. Like to say your own relationship. Like people got personal God. Like, take my talk with Jesus. You know what I mean? He make it all right. You know what I mean? And that's why Jesus is so appealing, because he's your personal savior. Like, you know what I mean? Like people talk about him like he's a lover, he's a friend. You know what I mean? He's everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's personal. That's what makes it work. The personability of it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he wasn't overly friendly, wasn't nasty, just strange. I sensed that. I sensed he had that switch. Yeah, like you talking to, like, you know, when you don't want to offend, like you talking to a child and you don't want to talk down to him, but you want to be nice to him, because you probably genuinely nice, nice-hearted person, but you know they're not intellectually on your level, so you just, what is it, tolerating them type of people. That's how they feel sometimes. Yeah, they try to switch on you. Have mouth talk with Jesus. Damn, they got fire ambulance and trucks out here everywhere. It's just like under siege. Like all of this shit. It is. This is like northeast fascist bamboo sports party. Cool though. Acceptance of what? The switch. You don't want to see them. They're gonna strike you dead the next time you die. I mean, hey, like for what? But I mean, Masons don't have no power. They don't have no power. They're regular. Masons are regular people. I mean, you can get higher level. You can go up levels and get more degrees and stuff, and have a good job and be in position when they tell you to jump, so you can jump. Like shit. Like that's what I'm saying. All this. That's what I'm trying to say. Like all of this shit right here is a component piece of all pieces. Like this is the show where it's like you put everybody comes out for this. This is that. This is the show. Dun 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 dun. That type of show. You know. Like you bring out everybody. You bring out all your stars, all your co-stars. You know what I'm saying? Like if you had a story, you weave it in now. Like you bring his storyline in now. You know what I mean? If you had a plant, you bring out the plant. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you said George, but not look at Trayvon Martin. His dad is amazing. And but again, like look, like I say, I have a cousin that was killed by the police, real life, in down south, and his dad was a Mason. So that could be a coincidence too. Like I thought about that with Trayvon Martin, like my cousin, and because that's my uncle, that's my uncle too. Like he's a Mason, but I mean, you know, they did, niggas did right, and it was like calm it down, you know what I mean? Calm it down. But you know, that's my family, and he's definitely a real one. He's with the shits, but I don't know how that thing works though. You know what I mean? Like they might, you know, tell you to calm it down. You gotta calm it down. Like, you know, like you say, it's manufactured outrage. Like, you know, and I'm sure, like, you know, he didn't want nobody to be going to jail over his son and getting shot and killed, because he was in the South and people, you know, it's just dangerous down there and shit like that. So I'm sure everything was, to me it seemed like it's genuine. But yeah, he was a Mason, his son was killed by the police. So shit happens. Like I say, my only thing with Trayvon Martin and George Floyd was these people get killed in cities that they not from. I don't have to go into being a Mason. That's extra. Deal with the fact that we get upset and we get outraged about people that we don't know. Deal with that. Like, you know what I mean? And that's easy to manufacture, because now what we're doing is we're going off of people that we trust. A politician or a preacher or somebody, a teacher, somebody that tells us, yo, I knew George. He was a good person. We can't let this happen. So now it's not him that we're going off of. We're going off of the real person that we know. But now that real person that we know is being used as agent, not knowing that they're being an agent. They might just be a regular Mason, a regular Eastern Star, you know what I mean? Like, and they just doing, no doubt. That was one of my favorite cousins. That was Big Angelo. He was like a big dude. He was like a football player. Like, he was one of the top in the state, you know what I mean? North Carolina. He was a big dude. He was like a giant. He was like a gentle giant though. Like, yeah. That was my guy. I was terrible when it happened to him. I used to go down there and like stay with him and stuff. Like he was just the coolest dude. But yeah, thanks. Um, yeah, but yeah, like being like I said, like being a Mason, like people will do that shit so they ain't gotta pay traffic tickets and they ain't gotta like wait in line. People want to learn information and shit. They want to be a part of something. It's like a group, like my god brother is the Mason and shit. Like you know what I mean? He a Mason. And these niggas is regular, hey, regular people, bro. Don't get it confused. Like I wouldn't be afraid of them dudes at all. And they, like I said, like they my friends and be cool. You know what I mean? And I have nothing against them, but I think that they would probably fucking do whatever it takes to be a Mason? Obviously they would. If they Masons and shit, would that compromise me and my situation? No, because they did it to themselves. If they compromise themselves, I didn't compromise them. They compromised themselves. The fuck, you know what I mean? Like, I don't care. Man. Somebody had to find out. Like, fuck it. It's like a black cop. I'm not telling you not to be a cop. Yeah, be a cop. Like, be on that side. Somebody got to find out. Like, I'm not. Look, man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how? You know what I mean? Like, could you have lunch with the devil and still be a real nigga? Like, without trying to be devilish. You know what I mean? Like, you can't. You can't chill and be yourself without trying to out devil the devil and shit. Like, now I feel if you having lunch with God, you might want to be, you know what I mean, holier than thou or some shit. But what the fuck? Like, don't just be trying to outdo a motherfucker at his own shit. Like, he evil. Let that motherfucker be evil and shit. You ain't got to be more evil just so you could be his friend. Like, fuck no, I don't want to be your friend. If you want some evil shit, you be evil. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit. Man. My bad. I'm looking at Rising Sun right now. I'm just trying to see. Like, I'm just looking like the shit is everywhere, man. They got the whole shit. And we was along for it, catching it. Like, pop, 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 pop. Look at this shit. But yeah, like, I mean, like I said, like, right now, you could be a Mason, but you unemployed. You know what I'm saying? Like, none of that shit matters to me, dog. Like, I'm telling them, like, you can be a cop, but that don't matter right now. Like, it's not the time for that shit. Like, if you still want to be a Mason when this shit is over, that's cool. It's not the time for that shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna, that's what I'm saying. Like, like, I'm not gonna be a person to just be divisive. Just keep pushing, like, division and shit. You know what I mean? Like, until in this situation, until you show me to not trust you, like, dog, I'm gonna probably give you the benefit of the doubt right now. Like, not like I'm going to put my head on the fucking table and let you, I trust you not to cut it off. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I'm just giving you the benefit of the doubt that you might actually be able to see clearly now, or getting to the point where the fog is coming about your head and shit. You know what I mean? They're the lowest level. Yep, they are definitely the lowest level. My bad, let me go back. Third eye, inner Yoda, chakra, loving spirit. Wait, Scientology was based on a science fiction novel by Elton Robert, right? Facts. That's sad. These people know are misguided. They don't know the true evil, the true reason, right? I lived in Clearwater, Florida for a permanent Clearwater. For your Scientologists are not permitted to communicate in any sense with anyone outside. I watched a guy get hit by a car. I watched a guy, and they walked right over him. Jeez, yep, that's crazy. And I heard their explosions going on. I'm sure it's crazy. Like, they didn't cook his shoes, came off. Luckily, They were paramedics sitting there. That's crazy. He said shoes came off. They never blinked every night. I mean, like, some people like that though. They understand. Like, not say understand, but like like I said, there's different levels of people. Some people think they're zombies and they understand that they're zombies, and they say they're like nothing I could do for them, and that's how they live. They don't want to worry about them or other people out, and they teach them don't worry about them. Those are like like if you're a vampire, you're not worried about people and shit. You're not worried about you don't play with your food and shit. Like you don't walk around like, okay, cool, maybe Chinese people play with their food, but most people don't play with their food. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't see people playing. You know what I mean? With their food. So yeah, they're not gonna be nice to you. They're gonna eat you. They're gonna rob you. They're gonna steal your money. They're gonna treat you like a goyim, and they're gonna you know, try and dehumanize you, keep you as a as a subject, as a noun, and not have you in your verb stage, and not have you in your subject verb stage. You know what I mean? Like, but that's life though, and that's what I'm saying. Like, like, not to say that's life, but like I said about power though, that's life. Like in America, you have levels of power. So you take your level of power and you hold on to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like every night constant explosions, they say is people exploding arms, but it's gotta be more than that. How many ATMs are there? I mean, man, like I don't know who's doing this shit. I don't know. I mean, it's a lot of dumb shit going on. They just popping off most, like, I mean, it's a lot of dumb shit. I don't know who's going on. I don't know. And they're hitting ATMs, they're hitting everything. Like, it's a trick. It's a setup. Like, it's a good look. This looks good for TV. Like, one thing I could tell you about this whole stage is that it was like a commercial for Philadelphia. Like, look at that shit, how they marched down City Hall and marched all the way up to the art museum, and then you march all the way back there. I mean, come on now. Like, you gonna march, like you gonna march yourself into a motherfucking tour guide or some shit. Like, and over here is the Liberty Bell. To your right, we have the art museum. If you as we head up further, you will see Benjamin Franklin's house, and look over your left shoulder, there will be Betsy Ross's cottage. Like, what the fuck? Like, are you kidding me? Like, that's what I'm saying. This ain't like we at war. No, nigga, we are fucking sightseeing out this bitch. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they was walking around. I mean, that's why you see I had to get in the car. I'm like, man, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna work out for y'all and shit. Like, I'm just recording. I'm not gonna work out trying to trying that joint's still demolished. But yeah, I ain't gonna work out trying to follow y'all motherfuckers. I'm not doing it. I'm just being newsy. Yeah, that's it. But you laughing shit. Nah, I ain't gonna do all that. I bet. Okay, we'll go back. That's why you're and while watching the stream, not the noise on TV or socials. That's crazy. I mean, we trying to do something. Trying to be real people over here, exactly. But your guard should always be up. Your guard has to be up. Your guard has to be up. Your guard has to be up. But again, like, you gotta trust the universe and shit, man. And sometimes, man, like, like, You know, like give a person a chance. Like give them give them a chance. Like they might not even know. Like like just give a person a chance. Like I mean, don't let them kill you. But like and like that's what the ill thing about a handshake is. When you shaking a person's hand, you're supposed to be extending your weapon's hand. You know what I'm saying? Like if you got a weapon, if we walking around with weapons, he got a weapon, I got a weapon. If he got my hand that I carry my weapon in, and I can't grab for my weapon, you can't grab for your weapon. So that's the type of shit that people should be on. Like, I went to Scientology at church in New York once. They drinking with homies. Early 20s, thought we were cute. And that's how they get you. Like on Hollywood Boulevard, they were like, hey, would you like a personality test? Would you like I mean, the shit, like, only people that got Christmas trees and like decorations in Hollywood is Scientologists. Like anywhere on Sunset Boulevard or Hollywood Boulevard, if you see a tree, if you see a light, if you see a snowman or some shit, it's Scientology. So that's I mean, you know, hey, you want a personality test? Hey, you want an IQ test? It's free. It's free. Hey, you want to take a IQ test? Want to take an IQ test? Hey, you mind if I take a sample of your hair? Hey. Like, what the fuck, my hair? That's how they get you in that motherfucker. She's like, yeah, come on in. It's free. You know I mean, like I said, it'd be cute because like if you like Christmas and you in Hollywood, only people that got Hollywood Christmas lights is fucking Scientologists. You got to take a free test. You know what I'm saying? So, shit. And then Tom Cruise asked if Tom Cruise on site. They weren't amused, right? Made us watch a film. So yeah, they gonna give you, it's free. Just watch this film, like, yeah. And they watch the film. They watch the film to get your reactions and shit. Exactly. You know, because it's not a film. That's not a film. It was a test. It was a motherfucking that's the personality test type shit. Like, oh, here go a bus for the motherfucking protesters and shit. But yeah, it was a test. It was a Scientology test, like personality. Hey, okay. They wanted to see if you flinch, like, you know. They probably show you a dead cat or some shit. Like, oh, did she laugh? Yeah. They said they didn't call us back. I'm sure you probably laughed when you saw the cat and shit. You saw the dead cat, you laughed. Like, oh, she's not down. They hook you up to Alron measure machine, right? You didn't get hooked up. Just funded into buying that trash book and put my name on their email and see. Shit. Niggas upsold you the book and shit. You went in there for a free personality test and it came out with a $50 book. Dianetics. That's crazy. You're 100% right. Yeah, I say that about Fauci said no handshakes. Fauci's crazy. Fauci works for fucking Bill Gates. That's why you don't see him anymore. Because the war is on. You don't see, like, as soon as you stop seeing Fauci, the war was on. Like, Fauci is like the head of the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. And vaccines and what is it, infectious diseases, they go hand in hand. So Fauci is Bill Gates, man. And so is the lady, Birx, Dr. Birx, whatever her name is. She's on the board too. She knew Bill Gates for years. But you don't see none of them. The war is on. The war is on. I'm trying to tell you. Like, he's not even talking to the press no more. Dude, like, you gotta understand, like I say, what does MSNBC stand for? MS stands for Microsoft. They don't use that anymore, but that don't mean he don't own that shit no more. Oh, it's owned by Comcast. Yeah, right. Comcast got more money than Bill fucking Gates. Don't believe it. Comcast is using fucking Microsoft fucking software. So don't believe this shit. Like, he not talking to them niggas because he know that it's Bill Gates, Microsoft, all that shit. Fauci, I knew Fauci was but like, look at it again. Y'all magicians now. Look at his name. That's what they do too. They do that. I don't know if the universe do that. I don't know if the people that come up with these people do that. But look at his name. Look at his name. We gonna play a game right now. Look at his name. His name is Foe. His name is Foe. So if you had an X instead of a C, his name would be Foe. And what does foe mean? Like you got a faux fur. You know, or you got a faux, like faux mean fake. Fauci, fakey. His name is his character. Like a lot of people names be their character. Not disrespecting their integrity as character. I'm talking about like their character in this theater. You know what I mean? A nigga named Fauci, a nigga named Fakey is fake as fuck. Believe it. Yeah, I'm just out in the north. My favorite photo is a photo of my little brother in Afghanistan shaking hands with an Afghan soldier. Dope. Get past that. Yeah, you should have blew some Afghan with him. What do you think about Trump? Is he going to end all this chaos? I mean, man, if he play into their hands, they dragging this shit on. How many times you gonna march around the fucking city hall and shit? They gonna play this shit out, man. They gonna keep playing this shit out until he make a move. And when he make a move, then you gonna see Antifa for real. You ain't seen shit yet. That shit gonna pop off when he make his fucking move. That's like, you ever heard of motherfucker bite the bait? You know what I mean? Like, you ever see him gonna bite the bait? That's what he gonna do. He gonna bite the bait. So if you put an end to this shit, he gonna put an end to himself. But again, like the boy Dick Gregory said, he don't think it's gonna be an election. He said that before he died. You know what I mean? Before Trump was even elected. He said Trump is gonna win, and I don't think it's gonna be an election. I don't think it's gonna be a re-election. And that's where we at. The Nation of Islam is all about the Dianetics. Man, niggas is about money, whoever paying this shit. You know what I mean? Like, Dianetics ain't Dianetics. Nation of Islam ain't Nation of Islam. You know what I'm saying? Like, not to say I don't fucking like the messenger, and I don't like the messenger's message to the black man. Oh, I like that message. I appreciate that message. The do for self message. I'm an advocate of do for self. But you know, I mean, like I say, man, like even Dick Gregory. I had to catch Dick Gregory. I'm like, I'm listening to him talking shit. I'm like, cause I'm wondering where you come from, Dick. You first black man. I'm the first black man that ran for president. I was a millionaire. This, that, and the third. So where you come from, Dick? Cause you've been rabble-rousing and doing all this for a long time. So where you come from? But one day he slipped up. He was on that some YouTube channel. He was like, yeah. He was like, see, what happened with me was I used to run track and I was so fast. But see, I was so fast that they wouldn't let me run against the white boys no more. Cause they was like, hey, he's so fast. So I became the first political. I'm like, oh, that's what happened. Cause see, now you gotta go back further than that. You're like, damn, well, how'd you get there? Cause see, he used to work for these white folks that was like, they used to like run the town with some shit. You know what I mean? And he used to work for him. His mom worked for him, everybody worked for him. They ran the town. So they said to him, look, you so fast, why don't you protest? So the white people that he worked for told him to protest the injustice of him not making the track meet or whatever that was. And that's what started his political ambitions. So I give him that. I'm like, okay, cool. That's you know, you could kind of get there and see if you there. Okay, cool. I'm here. This ain't right. I don't want to be a part of this. I will be the first one because I should be able to run. Go ahead. Y'all want me to be a what is it? What was they called? Civil rights person. He went and did it. So I'm not mad at Dick. I like Dick. you know, maybe along the way, you know, he get caught up. Like I'm saying, like that's what I'm saying. Like you can start off with good intentions, you know, and then you just, you know, you get passed along from the nice guy in your neighborhood, who's the rich, wealthy guy in your town, just a nice Mason. You know, he looks out for you. He's nice, but you know now you gonna be the first fucking black guy to break the fucking color barrier. So they gonna pass you off to another person, and now he don't really look at you like a person. Now you just an operative. You know what I mean? You not Richard no more. You Dick. You know what I'm saying? So that's how, you know, that's you know, that's that. I don't know how we got there though. Shit, my bad, guys. Sorry. Um, they don't want my ass. I don't want their ass. Who you talking about? Afghan. I was always talking about seeing Scientology, right? I was in my early 20s, just drinking up as much information as I possibly could, just to store. Oh, that's cool. I mean, you know what? I mean, I don't know. I ain't see nothing negative about Tom Cruise and Wilson Smith. I was being completely facetious and sarcastic about the Fauci remark. No. I mean, I wasn't saying. No, I was just pointing it out that Fauci is the fault. That's his name. Is Fauci's fault. Fucking MSNBC. Fuck NBC. Fuck Rockefeller Center. I'm no sheep. I interned in that building in college. I was locked in an exec's office, and I'll leave it at that. Worst case scenario. I believe you. I interned at MTV at 1515. I didn't get locked in the rooms though. There wasn't no guys up there. It was all women. I was like the only black man up there as an intern. But I get you. Now, I'm sorry that happened to you. And that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying about Hollywood, about being on. You know what I'm saying? Like a person that, like, if you know, being locked in that room, no disrespect, but 2 or 3 times, and the second time you ask it, hey, what's up with that room? You got time? That's when they try to put you on. Like, I hate that shit. That's why, I mean, I got new TV. Because I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I work with people that I love and I respect, and I don't want to see them on. I don't want to see them on. I'm sorry. I don't want to see you on, sister. Because, like you say, locked in an exec's office. Worst case scenario. I get it. Good point about the names, no doubt. That's the fact. I mean, I don't want to be mean about it, but Fauci, we could do that a lot. You could just name people, and like I say, most people that you name, they're gonna have something. Like even Bill Gates, like he think he holding the gates. You know what I mean? Like he's a gatekeeper. Like that type of shit. Like Sally Struthers got hung up by UNICEF. I don't know what hung up. What's that? UNICEF. I hate this shit. See how we going north now? This bed. Explosion. Terror. I have not been out West Philly. I haven't even been out there in a minute. I really haven't. Like, I'm not to say that they're not going out there like that. I mean, it's just, you know, West Philly is not that big. West Philly's like 5 or 6 blocks, bro. Like, as far as like the shit, like the crack shit or whatever, people acting like it's not that big. So it ain't really like too much to really, like, I'm saying, like, I can't. I want to see it. I'll ride out there and do shit. Fuck it. But I'm just saying, like, I haven't been out there because it's not really like this, like North Philly's, West. Oh, what is this shit? Germantown and shit. All this East Side is like so deep. You know, you get lost. Like, just being here. My bad. West Philly, I got you. Nah, everything is okay, bro. You know. we've all seen the dark side. No doubt, I mean, no doubt. We have. And I'm like looking for signs of hopefully this shit, like the sun coming up. Like hopefully this shit can be over. Because like the cops said, when is we gonna start? I mean, I don't know. Like, but we can't start while this shit is popping. Like, and again, like I'm telling you, like, yo, sometimes you gotta give it up. Like, yo, you got me. That was dope. Like, I was lunching, I was asleep. You caught me. You was working. Like, you know what I mean? Like, damn, fuck it. You got me. It could have been worse. But it ain't worse. It just got you. It happened one time. Fuck it. Media's ugly ass industry, exactly. I'm on because of it, no doubt. Exactly. More importantly, right? Thank you, life for never be the same. Tough cookie, I dig it. I believe it. And regardless of the least, George Carlin would say, it's a big club, and you ain't in it. That is the fact. Like that's what I'm saying. The people that think they in the club, not in the club. Like, all right, you know what? All right, fuck it. Let's do it. West Philly, born and raised. Here we go. Since we right here, we can we get there from here? Yeah. But yeah, you ain't in it, and they not in it. Like even the rich not in it. Like that's what I'm saying. Like people must understand that white people don't like white people. Whatever that means. Like I said, there's no white people. Whatever. It's just Englishmen, Irishmen, Frenchmen, that type of shit. But like you gotta like. They don't have the same type of loyalty that some other races and communities may have. That's why they should be Englishmen and Irishmen and Italians, because those communities have love for each other. They all have community goals and relationships. But when you are a quote unquote white person, they can get the shit on you, and they can fucking marginalize you and shit. They can fucking, you know what I mean, like that. And I'm looking at this shit, right? And I'm like, see, the only problem with this shit is that, and don't even get mad at me for saying this shit, but you might can peep this shit, but that the white, like the white boy, the white person, the white man, woman, and child, they are being fucking really exploited. Like, it's really terrible. They should really fucking wake up. You know what I'm saying? Like, to this exploitation. Like somebody mentioned earlier, it was like, it's crazy. All the Black Lives Matter people are like white folks. And I'm not saying that that's not the goal, because again, I said I'm from in Philly. Y'all just seen it. They live together. We live together. We ride and loot together. I get it. But I'm saying, like, it should be an issue for an issue. Not it should this shouldn't right now. It's not about like the cops said, like, oh, that shit didn't happen here. What the fuck is y'all mad about here? Like, nobody's mad about here. That's how you know it's all a trick. Like, if it's gonna be used to galvanize people, they should use as a fucking agenda. Don't put Black Lives Matter in this shit. Don't put George Floyd in this shit, or whoever the fuck that is, or you know what I mean? Like, niggas that y'all don't know in this shit, because that's how they marginalizing your plight. Your plight is still the same. You're still acting like you're white and you're unemployed. And when we come out of this, you're still gonna have to fuck around and, you know, be white and unemployed. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? So don't let them confuse the shit. Like, black people not saying like that, that shit, like, on to the same degree, because we understand that. I'm not saying I'm not alluding, I'm saying the people, and I believe the energy of the vibe of the people, you know what I mean, like, is that you better get yours, because this is a trick. This is a game. This is an opportunity. And they acting like it's a Black Lives Matter thing, but this ain't got nothing to do with Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying? At all. So y'all need to stop acting like it's Black Lives Matter and address what the fuck y'all, what the reason why y'all here. Here because y'all got free time in your hand. If it was a regular Wednesday or Tuesday, y'all would be at work, not giving a fuck about a black life. You dig what I'm saying? But now, since they don't give a fuck about your life and your work, you know what I mean? You got time on your hands. So don't let them hit you with the trick. The trick is that they laid motherfuckers off. They're not trying to let y'all get back to work. That's the fact. This other shit, it look good, it sound good, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, like I say, like, if it was Tuesday and people had jobs, they wouldn't be on this shit. But you ain't got a job, so you got time for this shit. Don't worry about having time. Focus on why you got time for this shit. Cause and again, cause like I said, in my mind, we are brothers, and I hate to be like that. I hate to say it like that, but yo, Obama, back to Obama. When Obama was elected in Philly, yo, it was right before the Eagles won the thing. When Obama won, they marched from Temple all the way down to fucking City Hall. That was probably the best night of my life. I ain't gonna front. I probably partied and drank and been all over the world. But that night when Obama won, and we well, I was in the car. I told you I ain't working out for these niggas and shit, but I just happened to be in front of the whole shit. That was crazy. Me and my man Sadiq. But yeah, like they marched all the way from Temple all the way down to City Hall. And then it was just like a whole night, just chill, just everybody out there, like just the best fucking thing. Like it was just so much peace and unity, like black, white. I mean, like it was just crazy. Like, cause again, like by the time we came from North Philly, it was already people coming from like different parts. So everybody was in South Philly. It was just like the whole city was just downtown, and it was just like fucking, oh shit, which way we going? We're going this way, fuck it, sorry. Yeah, the whole town was just fucking lit. And that's when I was like, yo, like, in the motherfucker heart of hearts, I mean, that's not what they want to do. Like, they were, like, niggas is waiting for a program. They're waiting for an opportunity to stop hating. And I'm saying, like, I think that is what is going on. Like, people are looking for opportunities to fucking stop hating and shit. You know what I'm saying? But in the morning, when we get over that shit, we're going to have to figure out, like, yo, like, we're going to have to, like, yo, like, and this is why the Democrats always, why they say they know how to do this shit. Because people know how fucking, like, black outrage is and shit. Like, oh, shit. Like, fucking black people, man, their fucking outrage is like cosmic. It's like, how did you do that to them? Like, you know what I mean? That's what, and you can manufacture it. You know what I mean? Like, you can manufacture it, and like again, like, and then like, you know, most white, like I said, like white people get along like crazy, like it's stupid. So like the, like, you know, it, fuck. It's hard to explain. My bad. What were y'all saying? Let me go back. My bad. I like how Joe Budden laid it out on the pod. Shit's so funny. I ain't hear what Joe said. What Joe Budden said. What jump off Joey say? Yeah, man. Look at Europe. They all hate each other. I mean, you gotta. They don't hate each other. They got culture. They have individual cultures and shit. They don't hate each other. It's, you know, in order to have a Sweden and a Switzerland, you have to have separate football teams. You know what I'm saying? Like, And nowadays, that's what makes a country. That's what makes a city. If you ain't got no football team or a basketball team, this city ain't popping. So it's like, you have to create little identities and shit to keep people in your town to buy, to help you extract resources so you can rob and steal and continue to do whatever you've been doing to the people. Like, yeah, man, look at Europe, man. I'll post it. I see from first hand. They say it never goes away, but we heal when we learn to love with it. I don't like it. That's why we have each other to lean on, no doubt. I mean, we about to all have post-DST after this. That's the thing. As I'm saying, that's the program. The whole country gonna have it. It's a new world. It's, game, no doubt, facts. I'm so grateful for my therapy. Boom. Absolutely. White plight is that of solving other people. It's way stronger than the community and those groups of people. The white plight is that of solving that of other people. Since when? He tried it, right? What Drake said. It's okay, you tried it. It's cool, you tried it. Since when? What other communities and shit? That was funny, you tried it though. Oh shit. Oh man. I'm trying to think of what communities and shit. Okay, it worked. I worked with Arashi Monk and some dope healers. Lots of that good work. Notice how some white people will notice how some white people will bend over backwards to remove the argument of not doing enough. There were people laying down on the street today. No, yo, man. Shit. There's people blowing up buildings today, too. Shit, blowing up trash cans, setting fires. Stupid shit, too. There are people from Lancaster, people from Reading, people with wood shoes and shit. Actually, in white society, you get nowhere without arguments. You get nowhere in without arguments. I don't know what that means. Debate is a good thing. There are absolutely special rules for black people so that it isn't and it couldn't be theorized. I mean, what? Theorized that whites doing better than anything is because of undue oppression. No, whites, quote unquote, white people do better because they print the money. That's why they do better. They print it and they give it to each other. And they're giving out land and farms. If you're a farmer, they give you welfare and subsidies. That's why white people are doing good. Because of the government. That's it. That's why anybody in this country is doing good. Because of the government. I'm trying to tell you, not to say like that, but I'm saying like, you can do good because you can do good, but in reality is you gotta catch up with the government. They printing shit. Remember I talked first night we talked about Benjamin Franklin, free libraries and fire companies just so they could protect his business. That's how you gotta think, man. The government is making people rich because the government is here to steal the resources. So if you can figure out a way to steal resources and get a government they cut, the government's gonna help you. They're gonna give you land to get the resources, and they might give you incentives to hire people to help you plummet and not plummet, what is it called? Plunder. Yeah, to hire people to plunder and loot the land and the resources. So the government is how you get rich in this country. That's why don't get caught up in welfare, because welfare is is a trick. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they giving out to you. That's how you That's how you come to America. And they used to give you a homestead. You have to go here and live on the land. They don't do that no more. But they used to have dollar houses. That's what I tell people, like older people. I'm like, y'all need to stop looking down at people my age, cause we ain't buying houses like y'all buying houses. Cause y'all didn't buy houses. Y'all got dollar houses, and y'all got way types of cheap houses for $15,000, $20,000, and y'all expect somebody to act like they're gonna pay $500,000 for a house that they know was $200,000 or $300,000. I'm not paying that shit. And y'all look at me like I'm crazy. No, you got lucky. That's it. That's how people come up. They catch times. You ain't do nothing fancy. You caught a house in the mid-time, and the government is giving out money on these bank loans, so your value went up. You ain't do nothing. I say, and some cases it's a dollar house, or some sort of incentive. You fix it up, type of shit. And now it's worth $300,000-$400,000. They got lucky from the government. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying. Like, and again, I'm not shitting on people and their opportunity. I'm saying that's how you get opportunity around this joint. You get locked up from the government. Get a government contract or some shit. Like, they printing money. You know what I mean? They printing this shit. This ain't rocket science. You don't have to come up with the magic answer, the secret formula. Ain't no secret formula. You know what I mean? Bro, like, they laid off everybody. Only person that got their check was the people that's already on welfare, that's already on SSI. They ain't have to make no phone call. They didn't have to do nothing. They was already ready. They was booked. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I can't even be mad at the motherfucker for being booked already. Like, shit. You know what I mean? Like, at this point, like, that's why they saying, like, people might not even go back to work. They're making so much money off of unemployment. But no, they might not go back to work because they saying that the people that never went to work was doing just as good as the government paying your rent, the government fucking paying for your food, all that shit. And they didn't miss a beat. And not to say, like, and you can't even motherfucking judge a nigga. You can't even look down on a motherfucker for the government paying all that shit, because some niggas was mad that their stimulus check was late. The other motherfuckers got their stimulus and mine ain't come yet. So as long as we all getting stimuluses, you know what I mean, we can't shit on a motherfucker talking about on welfare and shit. We gotta look at that motherfucker like they was a prophet. They knew it wasn't gonna be no jobs and shit. You know what I'm saying? They're a prophet. How is, for example, the software industry based on exploitation of natural resources? How is the software industry based on I'm not saying that they're based on it. What was that a question? What was that? I don't understand what you're saying. Okay, so you have okay, I'm gonna keep going with you. I'm gonna read your question again. How is, for example, the software industry based off of exploitation of natural resources? I mean, now that's when you gotta fuck around and be a magician, and you gotta understand the words that you're using. Now you qualify that by saying natural resources. So therefore you gotta redefine it. You gotta define your qualification, because a resource is a resource. You know what I mean? It's human resources. It's not just what someone would call natural or natural resources. They're human resources. There's whole departments and companies called human resources. So, that's how, for example, like in real life, there's only one. All right, everything comes from the ground. First of all. Secondly, the only resource is a nigga that you can pay to help you extract the stuff from the ground. That's it. So, human resources is the secondary resource. The primary resources come from the ground. That's it. It's natural. We don't make nothing. Everything exists. We can grow it, we can dig it, and we can discover it. But we can't make it. We can, you know what I mean? So the secondary primary resource is the person that can help you extract the resource. So it might be natural, or it could be a human. And in the case of a software company, they still exploiting resources, but it's just a human resource. It's not a natural resource, you know. But it's the exploitation nonetheless. Do you need Windows 98 and Windows 2000? You know, do you need, Apple 6 and 7 to 5? Oh. And then do you gonna need 7A? When 7A come out 3 weeks after 7? Like, so that's how a company could exploit. And you know, so this is West Philly. They say come to West Philly. Here we go. We on 52nd Street. This is that mall. The Hair Buzz, where they beat up that Hair Buzz, and they beat up that ShopRite, and that you got that look joint. Everything is quiet on Oak Creek around there. So, they got this joint blocked off. Like, you see that, like, military style. Like, you can't even drive up there, John. Like, they got this back joint over here blocked off, too, and shit. Like, that's crazy. But I was here when it happened, though. I just didn't film it. I didn't, honestly, like, I was here. I didn't, like, if you could go back, you could see, like, the Target joint. I was like, that's around the corner from here. But I was here when that shit happened. I didn't even know, like, we was at the park. Like, Parkside is around the corner. We was at the park. And we was chilling. It was like, yo, I wish I was, she said she wish she was something on the news. So we all just looked at the news. And we saw it. And we just like, yo, I'll be back. Niggas went and did what they did. I just went out. But I was right there when that shit popped up. And I ain't been up here since. Like, cause it was crazy. Like, they was speeding at Parkside. Vroom, vroom. Like, you know what happened? I saw a dude, right? It was two dudes. They was hanging on the back of the car. Like imagine like your girl stole your car and you jump on the back. Like, not the hood, like the trunk. But it was two of them. And one had one side, was holding one side, one was holding the other side. And they was like hugging each other, holding each other down in the middle. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And this before the girl said that. I'm like, man, I wonder what that was. I ain't never seen that before. Motherfuckers. And they was weaving in and out of traffic. And they hanging on the trunk. I'm like, what? If they fall off, this going, you start seeing, you know what I mean? People speeding up the street, zoom, 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 helicopter. And then the girl was like, yeah, I wish I was watching the news. And I turned it on like, damn. That was crazy. Then after that, like, you know, people start walking around with bags. They're like, yo, I get a ride. They was trying to get out of there. But damn, this is, we gonna stop here. Hold up, sorry. 52nd and Girard, right here. Wanna go? 52nd. Wanna go? Like, on a 12 o'clock, this joint will probably be regular. There'll be people out here everywhere. Stores be open, especially the liquor store. Yeah. Hey Max, where Max at? Max Southwest up in the joint? I just Google, Yahoo, and Apple. Everyone else dance around to try and hire as many non-technical workers that aren't. They got you working all day and night, huh? They got you working all day and night, huh? Getting that track. You ever see? That's the biggest smile I've seen all day. Did I get that smile? Yeah, man. He working, cause you gotta put the balls up. He had a whole truck full of shit. Like, crazy. Like, man, he gonna board up. He could board up the whole block in that one truck. He had all the wood to board the whole block. Jesus. This is Lancaster. They got the Chinese joint right there. I'm gonna let you go, man. You in a rush. You got shit to do. But yeah. Everybody's a weirdo. Like, the pizza joint chilling. Nobody work. Now see, here's the thing though. Like on this side, this the trick too. On this side of what they call the west side of Market Street, it's a lot of Jamaican spots. You know what I'm saying? A lot of Rasta and dreadlocks. So it's definitely black owned right here. Like there's a Poppies over here, a couple Poppies and stuff. But like on this side, like this is a lot of Jamaicans and shit. You know, I'm gonna see. We're gonna ride up and see what happens. I'm gonna show you all the spots. We're gonna ride and see if the bros is out tonight and shit. I ain't gonna put them on. They probably chilling. I'm sure they got shit to say. I got a story to tell. Is see what out. But you ain't been out here though. Let's see. This is 52nd Street, like on the quiet. But yeah, all these spots right here, is like not the City Blue, of course, but like back there is like a lot of Jamaican spots. Now over here on this side is like a lot of like Indians and Pakistani probably, but over their side is like Jamaicans, Trinidadians, and stuff. So it would make more sense to stage it away from people that ain't with the shit. Like, I'm not saying the Jamaicans ain't with the shit. I don't know. It's probably a couple everywhere, but you know, for the most part, they probably wasn't with the shit. So this is where it was right here, like starting like all this shit. This is like, you know, McDonald's and all this shit. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's like all of this shit. They want this side. This side right here is close to the University of Penn. This is what they want. So if they can get you to fuck this side up right here, then they can be they can claim all this shit back. But yeah, this is like 52nd Street, main attraction. Hair joint. It's the brown shit is still straight. Look at the black joint right there. And this is a black theater right here and shit. So look at this. Let's do the math. This is a black theater. This shit is owned by a black guy. He kind of weird. He old though. He old head. He been fixing it up for the past 2 or 3 years. No lie. And doing it with his own money out of his own pocket. This used to be called a Bush Fire Theater. So I salute him. Look at his shit. Look at that shit. New doors, new windows. He still got his shit together. Thank you for that. And the people know that. People see that. He just put that up. All that shit was new because this shit was messed up. So this shit's still nice. You know what I mean? He working on that. Shout out to him and his thing. Then you got the just the African cultural art form right here. Look at that. Every window there is chilling. Look at that joint. Marcus Garvey on the wall. You see that? Now they just fixed that. Of course, this is how the rest of the side of the building look. That ain't Lutheran and nothing. That's just Tuesday. But then you got Brown Sugar, which is a Trinidadian spot. These are like African hair spots though. So they got one African hair spot, I guess. Hair is here, I guess, right now. But yeah, like they make you think that they was just fucking up shit. You know what I mean? But you just seen that though. They ain't just breaking anything though. They ain't break that. They ain't break up the Marcus Garvey joint. They ain't touch that. They ain't touch the shit across the street from that either, did they? Explain that. Explain that. How do you know? Won't catch me at a woman's march. What? I'd rather dismantle that shit, working with a smile on my face, making friends and doing me. In fact, extending my world out. Walking near 52nd Street on Sunday and was choking on the tear gas. Damn. I'm sure they probably was tear gas, but like, yeah, man, this was a movie. This is a theater and shit. All this shit was a stage. That shit wasn't real. Cause if it was just real outrage, they breaking windows. You seen those windows? They perfect windows. If you breaking windows, you know what I'm saying? You just looking for windows to break and shit. You know what I'm saying? You just want to see glass on the ground. You just want to see anarchy and shit. But they didn't break their windows. They ain't with the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like here. Like they ain't with the shit. Yeah, this shit's Quietville. Ain't even nobody out here. Like just regular people, like the homies. Like I don't know where they at. I don't know. I know the homie Gabbo at. Genius. Take out that fuck here. But yeah, so like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like I said, like I ain't come up here because I didn't really believe it. Like, it ain't a lot of stuff to like. I don't see people doing that out here like that. Like, I wouldn't have believed it. Like I'm saying, like there's a lot of black-owned stuff. Like, I just don't see it. Like, maybe a protest, like what he said. Like, okay, cool, fucking up the police cars and going against the police. Yeah, they left the shit wide open. You could just walk up to the shit and push it down the hill and put it in neutral and push the car down the hill. That's easy. We're not gonna do that. Especially, like I say, if it's only take one agent, one provocateur in there and shit to do this shit. It ain't gotta be everybody. Everybody ain't do it. It's just one person doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was definitely a stage right there. That was Stage West. You know what I mean? They got a 2-block riot and shit. Explain how you got a riot for 2 blocks. Cause the other block where we just left, that was the 3rd block. We fucking like a liberty tax and shit. And that 3rd block would have been Spruce, but we went to the half a block. We did go to Spruce, where the theater is. That's Spruce. So they didn't do nothing on the corner of Spruce. You know what I'm saying? So like, I don't. You know what I mean? Like, I missed it. I'm glad they missed it. Like somebody said, you know what I mean? That they did crazy shit, but they had brains with that. It was more dumb smart shit. I love it. I love it, man. This is the only gas station in the hood right here, like this Sunoco. So if you fucked up that Sunoco, like, you gotta get a credit card. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta, like, nowadays, you gotta get a credit card because ain't no more cashiers and shit. It's gonna be straight GoPay. You know what I'm saying? Like, type of shit. That's crazy. Which is fantastic because it grinds the gears of feminists. They can't. I missed our conversation. My bad. I'm in the automotive, male-dominated. I have nothing but love for my colleagues and vice versa. By the way, the idea that diverse businesses are more profitable is also dubious because with 500 employers or more, that is a requirement. So the actual scaling is not devoid of size. Size correlates to okay? Income. True. I can like 100 years ago. That's right. 100 years ago they said 20 years ago they wanted, they wanted to kill Irishmen and Catholics. 100 years ago. Turnover was looking for a word short enough for 200. I don't know, I missed that, my bad. I always had, she won't let her gender bring her name. So she wants to be a judge. I like that, that's dope. I'm a single dad, so I guess I did right. Facts. Let's see what's going on. So this is like the University of Penn. Like they got like little like stores around here and shit. Ain't nobody do nothing around here. I wonder why. Solved all our problems in the joint. Something to see out. Nothing. We cover all the bases. Yeah, that's a good thing. But I mean, heads up. No belt for my pants. I can't breathe. Call the ambulance. Loot the store. New kicks for me. On my neck is the poo-poo's name. Is a po-po's name. That's one thing. But criminal behavior like George P. Floyd. Alright, Jim Acosta with the bars. Freemason Scientology race. Philly 2 block riot. White people. She just put the highlight on the neck, whatever. Girls in this generation are pretty toxic. Hate me if you want, but at this point, I don't really care. I mean, look, man. Everybody's pretty toxic right now, man. I wouldn't be able to lie to you. You know, like I definitely would not be the one to lie to you, man. Everybody's toxic. I mean, like, you know. Catch up. I'm thinking you invited negativity to you. Toxicity is a measure of how lethal something is for 1,000 people in a trial run. No, I mean toxic, like our environment is toxic. I'm saying like you gotta understand too, like yo, bro, like television is our problem. It's the only problem that we have. That's it. We don't have any other problem but television because they, you know, they give us fairy tales that we have to evaluate and balance against real life and shit. And then like the like here's the thing about girls. Girls, a lot of girls want to get married, and that is part of this whole Americana thing, right? That's so she got a whole different thing. She got friends and stuff that she got to deal with. Like, you're not married yet. Like, they got times to be married. Like, a guy, you could be 50 years old and find you a 20-year-old girl. Like, if you're a 50-year-old woman, you might not find a 20-year-old guy. So toxicity is like this might be pressure on my like. So you just gotta be more understanding and shit. Like, but yeah, there's a lot of pressure on people, especially on females. Like, terrible. And that's what I'm saying. Like, this whole shit, like, you would have to, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta look at the people different. Like, that chick, that bad chick, that Instagram model chick, that motherfucking, that sexy chick that had her nose up in the air in high school. Like everybody's tainted right now and shit. Like, we all, like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody, like, is tainted and shit. Like, that's what I was trying to bring up. Like, the quote from whoever kept putting them Bible quotes in there was saying that, like, like, people having dinner and like trying to hide that they're having dinner and things like that they stole or some shit, like, and deceived and something. Like so it's like, so now, like, the point I'm trying to make is like people stealing hair. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so when you stealing hair, like, your mentality is like, you just like you have to look cute. Not like you have to, like, do anything other than look cute. Like, that's it. There's nothing other than that. I have to look cute. I gotta be fly. So that mentality is terrible. I mean, you toast. You toast with that mentality. If we in the middle of a fucking riot and you thinking about hair, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not a riot. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's not a riot. It's an opportunity. Like, we gotta stop hating on the situation and shit. This is an opportunity. People recognize what it was. That's why they was grabbing hair. If it was a riot, nobody grabbing no fucking hair. Shit. Like, come on, man. Like, I'm not saying a riot, but if it was a revolution, so yeah, they might grab hair in a riot. But if it was like a revolution, nobody's grabbing hair. You know what I'm saying? But, like, this ain't no revolution. This is opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm trying to tell the cops. Like, yo, y'all gotta understand, like, people putting you in a position to be suckers. Like, they want you to be seen right now. Like, they walk, like, I watch them, like you see, they got them, like, behind them, and, like, they saying, hey, they cursing us out, but they making you stand here, they get cursed out. And then, like, if you look back, there's two parts, right? Yeah, so yeah, we two parts, thanks to I think Brazy set that up. You go back, right, to when they was walking down the street at on Walnut Street. The first group come and they curse you out. Like, I seen that. I peeped that. The first group, they come through and they just get you agitated. Like, they the real, like, they the real Men in Black. Like, and the one dude came to me, like, he like walked over to me, like, who are you? And I peeped that he had an earpiece and he walked away. And I looked at his earpiece and I tried to get it and he walked away. Like, nigga, you got that earpiece and shit? I ain't really. He Agent Smith for real. Like, so that was like enough for me. But that's what the cop was saying. Like, yeah, these people come through and they curse us out and they saying I'm not a real this, I'm real that. You know what I mean? And I'm like, they not real people. Like, these aren't real people saying this shit to you. Like, you gotta stop. Like, but I'm saying, like, the point is that they put you in a position to get cursed out and shitted on by people that's not even real people. By people from Lancaster, people from Reading, people from Camden. Like, y'all can't get mad at me. Like, we winning because we took the time to hear it from the horse's mouth. Like, yo, like, we feel like we being played. What y'all feel like? Y'all being played too? Damn, what the fuck? Like, okay, cool. We can't really have conversations like that yet, but it's gonna be a time where, you know, niggas will be able to sit down and think, have a drink and shit. You know what I mean? Like, fuck. Not to say, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know, it is what it is, but just to say, like, hey, man, like, it'll be a time you'll be able to think, trust me, you'll be able to put this shit together. But right now, somebody, like, we gonna have to have this shit for people to put this shit together. That's why I look at this shit, and that's why that's why I put all this shit out. Like, fuck it, like, because at first, like I said, if you look at this shit, I see you urge, it's because because that's real, that was natural shit. Like, I didn't film that, like, for live. That was just real shit. All right. I want to start a tab too. That's a good one. I would love to start a tab right now. You know? But yeah, like, man, fuck. It's gonna have to be a lot of just deep fucking conversations, man. Like I'm saying, like, and I know people gonna get upset, but you can't, like, yo, don't fucking react. Stop. That's the problem. They want you to react. You know what I mean? What you want us to do? You gotta do this. You gotta vote. No, don't do none of that shit. Stop. Chill the fuck out. Think. Gather your thoughts. There's a National Guard. I don't know, man. I'm sure they around here somewhere. Yeah, everything brought it up. Sure they ain't but too far. So far. Jefferson Hospital. Sure they ain't but so far. But yeah, sometimes you just need to think, man. Like, that's it. That's the place we at. I mean, it's the first time in history that everybody had the day off to do this shit too. The week off, the month off, 2 months off. Yeah, Mike G, people may be upset. But motherfuckers been upset, they just ain't have the time to give a fuck. Like, this shit, man, a lot of this shit is fucking is something to do. You still hear the helicopter up this motherfucker? I don't think he was talking about Lancaster City, man. I never even heard of a place called Lancaster City. I'm gonna be honest with you. I heard of Lancaster. You can make it into a city. You can make it into a borough. You can make it into a cul-de-sac. Whatever you want to do. I understood what he was talking about. If you from here, you know what he's talking about. He said Reading, so I guess this is Reading City too. I mean, and he said Camden. I mean, it's Camden. I mean, like, I get it. You can make excuses. To me, being from here, seem to be specifically pointing out suburban areas where people are non-black. That's what it seemed to be specifically pointing out to me. You know, but again, we were here. You don't have to tell us who was in the march. We were here. We saw it. And someone made a comment. Why are all the Black Lives Matter people not black? Like someone made that comment. You can go back and check it out. But Mike G, cause you say it's ghetto, don't mean that it's black people. Cause the ghetto is where Jewish people live. The ghetto, it comes as a German term for Germans, for Jewish Germans. That's the ghetto. So just because it's ghetto don't mean that black people live there. It's something to do. Most people are stuck inside, but in the larger background and scheme of things, this world has God, not a fucking hand. Can be dictated as a direct reflection of others' advances, I suppose, or you could be too proud. I don't understand, man. I mean, I'm not saying everybody's a government plan. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying it don't have to be I'm saying groupthink is enough. Like, you don't have to have a government plan. You have to have a system in place where you can have just enough church people, regular church people, just enough regular school kids, and all you need is one or two adjutants and one or two, like what the cops say. He said that that then the regular people, like the Antifa people, will run inside of the crowd, and then the crowd will hold them, like help them, because you don't really know. All you know is people, the police trying to stop somebody. You like, yo, let them go, let them go. Like, you don't know what they did, like, or even know who they are. They're not telling you, yo, this is me, it's my badge, and I'm down with Antifa or some shit. Like, nah, like, so you don't know. Not even saying that it matters. It's just to say, like, once they Antifa, like, if they got a mask on and you got a mask on, they're on your team. That's what the shit's happening right here. So if they run back and they're on your team, you gonna give them, you gonna take off their stars. You gonna try to help them lose their stars and shit. It ain't nothing. It's just grand theft. It ain't personal. He got 5 stars. Fuck it. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go. You know what I mean? That's it. And I mean, it is. I mean, this is a whole government joint, man. So yeah, I say it's over because all the cops is going. Like, even so now if the cops is going, they know it's over. Like I said, they know it's over. Like, it was a stage. The shit was, it was a good show. They did it for a couple days. They're gonna be back tomorrow though. Don't get it fucked up. Cause they're not gonna have no elections. They had it today. You think? Ain't nobody go out there and vote. It was few people, far in between. Few and far in between. And they still over there barking at her. He's crazy. So, I mean, they still over barking at the National Guard. What the fuck? So there's the National Guard, and he's still barking at them. But I mean, most of the cops left. Like, I don't know, man. Like, you can hear them from over here. I need to make a right or a left. Or a left or a right. I need to make a left and a right. Looking at my mirror now, I jack her inside. I wanted to hear what he was going in on that cop. Oops. Looking at my mirror now, I jack her inside. And everything is alright. bus made the cops stop. And everything was alright. Yeah. But see, this is the shit they're not addressing now. The homeless population and shit. Where'd they go? Everybody cursing them out and shit. What a pandemic. It's crazy. Man. And they just keeping them on edge. Like I said, like you heard, I don't know if y'all could hear them the first time. Like they was just cursing them out. Like just keeping them on edge and shit. Like just keeping them on edge. Like, damn. See, I think tonight's show is over, man. Cause that's it, you know? I don't know. The whole idea is that they take their argument to the streets fighting Nazis, which gives away moral high ground off of what is pretty dumb thinking about what is a pretty dumb thing to engage in for people that can't fight. I need to go back. I missed a lot. There were an equal amount of white people as black people. I was surprised. What, looting or marching? Because there was an equal number of black people and white people looting, but there was a disproportionate amount of people marching. There were definitely more white people were marching than black people. I have it all on video. However, people of all races were looting. Facts. That was the thing. As I'm saying, like everybody was getting it in. Like it was crazy. Good versus evil. It's not even. This shit. Nothing like I say. This is not evil. It's just not evil. It's just your attention. Like I say, like if you believe that what you really is doing is right, you be all right. Fools and babies got a place in good heaven forever. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. Like ignorance is bliss. That shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. Fuck. But if you know what I mean? But if you just like, yo, you just taking advantage of some shit, it's gonna be worse. You know what I mean? It's gonna be worse. But I don't know, man. I don't get the whole right side of history thing. Cause like the right is generally a Republican connotation, but not in the context of that for the right. Was that a joke, Kara? She hit you with smart ass fucking jokes, like not in that context. Okay, you're right. I think of Ruth Koreans, but I think Ruth Koreans is my favorite American institution. I live in a small city now, mainly just to evade my ex-wife. In the woods. Right? Fredericksburg. I mean, look, this is a movie. That's all. It's a movie. It's like you have to control the people properly. You have to control the people's mindsets. You have to give them work. If you got a job, right? Some people go to work and they don't have nothing to do. They're gonna say, yo, what can I do, man? I just ain't gonna be sitting around here all day. Like, what? Why not? I'm paying you to sit around here. Sit the fuck around here. Nah, I need something to do, man. I'm saying, if I ain't got nothing to do, then, man, I can just go home. I ain't coming here to do nothing. All right, well, go ahead. Move these boxes from this corner to that corner. And let me know when you're done. All right, cool, I got you. They gonna move the boxes from this corner to that corner. I'm like, yo, I'm done. I'm like, all right, yo, can you just moving back right quick? Because I thought I wanted them there. And then, he's just moving boxes. Oh, well, cool, who cares? They don't want to sit there and do nothing and just get a check. Some people ain't like that. Everybody can't, you know what I mean? Can't be that guy. I lived all over the place. It's just cool. It's different types of people, but people are the same. Like, people are the same, but it's different types of the same people. Like, it's just what type of person are you meeting, but that person is going to be different than other people. But there are definitely different types of people everywhere. And everybody's like, as I'm saying, there's vampires everywhere. There's magicians everywhere. No matter where you go. It's just how it is. You're going to face them. You're gonna meet them. They're gonna, you know. Which cultural appropriation? I mean, it's cultural appropriation is not even a real fucking thing. Like, it's not a real thing, people. It's a thing that you make up when you don't have a thing, and you feel like people took your thing, but you didn't have a thing. If it was your thing, they couldn't take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, a lot of this shit is not our thing. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like the shit that rap music shit, that's not our thing, man. That's not us. And we seen that in this time when the shit got thick and it was right, and the people was with the shits. They wasn't looking to no fucking rappers. They wasn't paying no Drake. Niggas wasn't paying no gangster shit, or whoever we would think is a gangster rapper. They wasn't playing none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, here for a second. If I can. For a second. I just want to sit here for a second. Shut up. But yeah, though. That's just, you know, like, there's no appropriation and shit at all, because how can you know what I'm saying, like that, nobody related to that shit. Nobody wanted to be a rapper this weekend. Nobody did. You know what I mean? Nobody wanted to be Jay-Z this weekend. Nobody wanted to be 50 Cent this weekend. Nobody wanted to be fucking, you know, any tough guy you can imagine and shit. That's not what they wanted to be. They wanted to be a real tough guy. They wanted to be a real fucking killer, a real fucking person. And they couldn't pull that from any of these motherfuckers' fairy tales that they see on TV. You know what I mean? So here we are, guys. I had to appreciate your thing, but this is it right here. I think this is a wrap, man. That's why this is it. So I'm a you know, this is it. It's over. Yeah, they're gonna keep this shit going for a couple more days, some more, drag this shit on as far as they can. But if Trump bring out the motherfucking troops, then you already know it's a wrap. So all right, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna answer the question I didn't answer. If you got one or whatever I missed, my bad. Then we gonna, you know what I mean? We gonna salute, get up on it. Again, when it's, let me see what we're looking at. Look up psychic vampires, crazy stuff. Psychic vampires. Huh. That's crazy. On the right wing and abusing melatonin. Maybe you're not woke. You better leave her alone, man. She boot you out of here. Some people really be wereshins and majuwas, majawas. Be hybrids and shit. Huh? Be fucking ligers. You see. I'm retreating to the squalor of my single-sided bed. No doubt. Once in a while, you get shown in the light in the strangest of places if you look at it right, definitely. Facts. So, thank you guys. Good night, guys. It was a cool night to end on with the popo. You know, I feel like history got to see everybody's feelings from their heart, raw emotions, and you know, it's still a story to tell. Like it's not. I say the part is how we embrace it, how we process this shit. But what we, you know, we got enough. We got enough to go over. So this was cool. I appreciate it, y'all. I love all of y'all. This was fun. Like I'm gonna keep doing it. So don't worry. That's not the end. This is just the end of the old. You know. So all right, man. I'll see y'all tomorrow or something like that. Easy, easy, peace.